Stainless Works has definitely hit it out of the park with this exhaust. Sounds so good. It's so refined, especially with the bumper exit. It's rowdy enough when you want it, but when you start it in the morning, your neighbors aren't going to get real upset. It's definitely a perfect exhaust. Bought the truck in August of 2022, so it'll be 2 years that I've been working on the truck this August. Day 2, I think I had it home. I put a bumper on it, an aftermarket bumper, so it's been pretty much since the day I got it. Second day since I got it, we've been modifying it. All right, so this is the difference between the Ford stock turbo adapter and the built-in ones on the Stainless Works exhaust. You can see that the stock Ford one will fit inside the Stainless Works. That's pretty crazy. It just goes to show you how much wider, how much more room you're getting. I mean, look at that. We can actually measure that real quick. Let's pull out a ruler. So, what we got, maybe 2.5 inches. And then we pop open to the Stainless Works. That's about 3 inches, so you're gaining a whole inch of clearance. That's what's going to give you your horsepower. That's what's going to relieve the back pressure from the turbos, allow the turbos to spool up a little bit more quickly. It's pretty impressive just how much more area is opened up by getting rid of these stock turbo adapters. So doing some research of the exhaust companies out there, there's a couple big names. Stainless Works, I'm familiar with them when I modified my Mustang. I had a drag car a few years ago. So Stainless Works came to mind, and it's not something you see on the Raptors quite often. There's a couple other companies that are kind of big in the Raptor game. So I kind of wanted to change that. I want to help them. Looking at their products, it's a full 3-inch kit with turbo adapters built in. It's kind of rare for a downpipe. A lot of companies have turbo adapters separately. So I thought that was really cool. I reached out to them, said, hey, I'd really love to partner on this, kind of bring the Raptor exhaust to show, and they were cool with it. They said, let's do it. Okay, so I tried skipping taking off this transmission mount. I thought maybe I could put in the driver's side downpipe and the cross pipe and just have the studs, whatever you call them, go into this. It's kind of why I lubed them up. I thought I could put it in as one piece. That probably could have happened if I didn't install the passenger side downpipe first. That's just me circumventing the instructions. It says you're supposed to do this step. I thought I could make it quicker, and it's now costing me time. So follow the instructions. It's a very smart idea, because now I get to redo this. Always think these things are going to take like 3-4 hours, and I started at 11:40 and it's now 5, so almost 5 hours. Well, yeah, about 5 hours to get the downpipes in. Man, there's a lot. Turbo studs, taking those out. I did find the easiest thing to do if you don't care about your old exhaust is to just sawzall it out. Man, that saves so much time, gives you so much more room to work. Hardest part, that was probably the left side downpipe, because you got to install it as one piece. So the downpipe and the crossover pipe with the transmission mount loose, They both articulate. So they're trying to spin on you, and it's just a huge cluster. Oh man, that was easily the worst. I don't wish to do that again. Like if someone asked me like, hey man, can you help do this? I'm like, I don't know if I would. I could see why having a shop do this might be worth the money, but I always forget which ways I'm loose. No wonder that's probably a 50. Someone's cooking something. Damn, that's sturdy. I ain't going anywhere. So I started a timer on my phone when I grabbed the first tool, and I stopped it at the last bolt, and it took me 6 hours, 10 minutes, 42 seconds. And I did it with a basic set of tools. Most of my stuff's from Harbor Freight. I don't have any pro tools. Your torch, a couple wrenches, a lot of different sockets, just basic hand tools, 6 hours of your time, and you can have a full turbo back exhaust on your F-150 Raptor. This is the time when you always start like overthinking it. You know, you're thinking, did I really tighten those crucial bolts? Did I do that right? Before, the exhaust was really tame. You know, you'd really only hear it if you're going through a tunnel and you got on it. Now you hear it all the time. If you really get on it going down the road, you hear that aggressive note. If you just driving around town, it's still very subtle. So there's not a lot of drone, so it's not an annoyance, but when you want to hear it, you can hear it. If you get on the truck, you know, the exhaust definitely comes alive. But if you're just cruising around town, it's mild. I definitely think it's a great setup for a daily driver. Favorite mods so far for this truck is the stainless works exhaust. Such a good experience. Makes driving this truck fun again. You know, we've had the truck for almost 2 years, then you do a mod and you're like, this is kind of renews your interest in the truck. It's definitely worth it. I would definitely pair it with the Downpipes. You know, we did both at the same time. I'm kind of glad we did. You know, the power and the sound together makes it so worth it.